What is up, everyone? Sean here, and welcome to my update video for March regarding to my YouTube channel. And this is where I explain what's going to be happening in terms of what content I'm going to be putting out for March, and so on and so forth. Kind of like updates in my life as well, so on and so forth. So where do I start? February has been a pretty crazy month in terms of games, because of Street Fighter 5 and the issues that have been surrounding that. Despite that, the Street Fighter 5 is still a pretty solid game, but however, I do feel like making a separate video with myself giving my review on Street Fighter 5 as it is right now, or in its current state. I don't know. I just really feel like I should express my opinion on that, but that's gonna be somewhere down the road, hopefully soon. But otherwise, despite what I'm gonna say, I'm still gonna continue with Street Fighter 5, and of course, I am aware that Alex is coming this month. Don't know exactly when, of course, but excited for him. I really want to try him out. He's been just this really cool looking character from Third Strike. I did kind of play him in Tatsunoko versus Capcom. That was my only time I actually played him, but of course that's a pretty different game from Third Strike, but still he's just like a cool looking character by design, and I just definitely want to see him in full HD on the PS4. So looking forward to it. I really want to see how he plays. I want to see how his V skills are and all that, and again, I'm really looking forward to him. So more stuff on my life. Things haven't been changing too much. I'm just continuing with my internship with Funhouse. It's been going pretty well. It's just it's a nice experience being able to contribute something to a YouTube channel that I've been watching for a long time. Ever since they were called Inside Gaming, or they went by Inside Gaming, and it's just a really cool feeling, and at the same time kind of weird still, because of the fact that I don't know, it's just me coming into an office and I just do something to help them out to create content, and then later on you see that result on their YouTube channel, the final product, and it's kind of a weird feeling being a part of that. But at the same time, again, it's just an awesome feeling knowing that I did something to help them, and hoping that this continues, and we'll see from there. I mean, of course, having a job there will be an awesome starting job, as part of my career as a video editor, or just someone who's involved with digital media in general. So I'm not trying to put myself into that kind of expectation. I mean, it would just be nice, but even if that doesn't happen, I'll just have to look for another place to do so. But anyways, school has been pretty chill for the most part. It's winding down, and finals are coming up, but it's not gonna be too bad, since all I have to do is just write a paper for the most part. And it's not too bad because that's a group project, so we split it off. So not too bad, definitely, especially during my early years in college. So that was a lot of work back then. But yeah, it's winding down. I'm just that much closer to graduating in June, and and speaking of which, I just really can't believe it's already March, and we're getting more stuff from gaming and all that stuff. And time flies, really, and it's almost been it's gonna be 3 months since I've started interning at Funhouse, so pretty sick, and I'm hoping to extend that until June, since that's when I actually graduate from school. Being able to intern at Funhouse actually helps me with school in a way, because I can substitute that for one of my classes. So that way I can just relax and have myself an assurance that I can graduate. And again, that's just such an awesome way to do so. And of course, taxes are coming up. So as a YouTuber who does actually make good pocket money, I have to be really careful with that. And I've been saving up for for that part. So it is a big annoyance that when you're YouTubing, making pocket money, or just making money in general from that, because you have to do taxes yourself, or YouTube doesn't take or YouTube and Machinima doesn't actually handle taxes in a way that you don't have to just worry about it as much as, let's say, when you're working at a regular part-time job as a waiter, or dishwasher even, or just working at a retail store, so on and so forth. It's much different from as you're creating content for YouTube. So taxes really do hit you hard if you're not careful. So always keep a certain amount if you are making money from YouTube. Always keep just around 15 to 20% of your paycheck per month, and you should be fine. So been doing that. So I'm just preparing myself for those for that tax. So aside from that, games are coming up in March. For me, the biggest game to be hyped for is Pokken Tournament. I've been waiting for that for a long time. I've played it last summer in Japan, and again, I had a fun time. You can hear that from my first impressions, and you can also hear me break it down of what I got from my experience with Pokken. It's a fun game. It's a fun fighting game with Pokemon in it, and I'm glad that it's getting that EVO main lineup attention for this year. It's just kind of mind-blowing, and I still can't believe it that it's a main part of EVO for this year. And of course, it's not part of the big final event on that following Sunday. But still, the fact that it's still there is pretty mind-blowing. However, I mean, it is because of a paid promotion for the most part, and I don't know what is going to happen after that, like for next year. Really can't say that it will be there, because it takes quite a bit to set it up, because you need 2 Wii U's rather than 1, because of how Pokken works with local multiplayer, which is kind of ridiculous. It kind of sucks that you can't just have a split screen like you do with games like J-Stars, for example, and you have to play on the gamepad, and the other person gets to play on TV. So it's kind of ridiculous. So that's why you actually have to have 2 Wii U's, so that you have your own screen and play it from there. So again, it does take quite a bit to set up Pokken, and I can definitely see this at the Pokemon World Championship or whatever. But when it comes to EVO, I don't know about that. But anyways, really excited for Pokken, and I just want to play a fun fighting game with my friends, and really looking forward to how it really turns out. It is a Pokemon game. It does have that Pokemon title in there, so it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell for comparing to other Wii U games anyway. Hopefully it sells somewhere around Splatoon numbers in the long run. And I mean, I'm not expecting huge launch sales or whatever, but I think it's still going to be a solid hit, especially for Pokemon. I think a lot of us have been waiting for a fighting game featuring Pokemon in there, including myself. So, although it's not quite the fighting game that I've been waiting for with Pokemon, it is still pretty simplified for what it is. But it does have enough going on that it is in tournaments like EVO, for example. So again, it's overall going to be a fun game, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I really hope that there's going to be DLC for it, because it looks like it definitely has potential for that, and I would love to see more Pokemon in there. And we haven't seen any Pokemon such as Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee which is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, still for what we have for right now, it's still really cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing as Gengar and other Pokemon such as Blaziken and a few others. So, other stuff going on. Again, I did mention about Alex, and I think that's about it. Other than I did get the Mortal Kombat DLC pack with Alien, Triborg, Leatherface, and Boraicho just for the fun of it. And I don't know, I've been thinking about it, and to be honest, it's just one of those games that I feel like I shouldn't buy DLC for, but something always tells me that, you know, having a full roster or complete roster of characters is just, I don't know, is kind of the way to go. But at the same time, I can't see myself touching that game as much as I would with Street Fighter 5, and especially with Pokken and Smash still around. So I definitely am going to be a little more decisive on the next DLC pack. It really depends on the characters for that next DLC pack. If there's any more DLC packs for MKX from this point on. So I actually, you know, first off, I actually thought that these characters are going to come out by the months like they did last time, but we just all got it at once. And I haven't yet to play the online portion just yet. I did play the beta a bit, and it was butter smooth. It was absolutely a great experience. And from what I've heard initially, it's great. It's not perfect, but it's much better than before. So I will give it a shot, and you know, maybe perhaps I'll put on some footage here on this channel. But definitely Street Fighter 5 and Pokken will be will have better chances of that. And there's also something I need to address, and it's a certain lack of games that I've been putting up previously. So, for example, Digimon Cyber Sleuth. My friend Justin has been really busy with his thing, and he's got a lot going on right now with work and school and so on and so forth. So we haven't touched Cyber Sleuth as of late. So I'm actually gonna put that on hold, and I'll try to put out content for the Kingdom Hearts stuff, and probably I'll just do re-uploads from my older, you know, second channel to kind of fulfill that for now. But I definitely do want to go back to Cyber Sleuth. It's a really fun game for a turn-based RPG. It's a very nice looking game. It's got a very nice interface, you know, menus and all that stuff. It's just a great looking Digimon game. I would definitely recommend it to all fans of Digimon. It's just a, you know, it just reeks of Digimon goodness. So definitely, if you get your hands on it, please get it. And another game that I wanted to mention is Tales of the Zestiria, which is another fun JRPG game, not turn-based, quite like Cyber Sleuth. It is action-based, and you know, it's just like any other Tales game. That's also fun, but we, you know, again, my friend Justin has been really busy, so we have to put that on hold as well. So there's another thing I want to bring up, and it's just like kind of videos that I don't make too often, and those are like kind of tutorial videos or just videos that are more helpful. I would love to do more of those in the future. It just really depends on what I want to talk about, what I want to address, you know, stuff like that. And maybe perhaps if I you know, if you guys can, you know, put down in the comments enough questions for me to answer, I can probably make a Q&A video. You're more than welcome to put any questions that you have for me to answer in the comment section below. And even if I don't get enough questions, there are some things that I do want to talk about throughout the months. So look forward to that, and hopefully I have the chance to do so. So I pretty much don't have anything else to mention for March. So that will be it for this channel update. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and give it a listen. If you again have any questions or just comments in general, leave them down in the comment section below, and just I'm just really looking forward to Pokken, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to the content I can hopefully make around that. And same for Street Fighter 5 and so on and so forth. So that will be it for the channel update for March. I will see you guys in the next video. Sean out.